Hi Year 11, this is your introduction to A Christmas Carol. The first thing I want to start with is the idea that this is an allegorical novella, meaning that there is an additional meaning to the story. It is not just a story about Christmas. So the first thing I'm going to start with is the fact that Dickens has written an allegorical novella, A Christmas Carol, to provide a social critique to contemporary Victorian society. And the first thing I want to pull out is this word allegorical. So this word allegorical is important as it means that there is a subliminal meaning within the text. It's not just a story about Christmas. And then I'm also going to look at this word social critique, which means he is criticising society. Okay, the next idea we're going to look at is who in particular did this concern, and we know that this is the treatment of the poor and people who experience poverty. The next thing I'm going to introduce is the fact that the novel contains a didactic message, didactic meaning to teach. So what was Dickens trying to teach within his work? So the didactic message of the text was basically to teach his peers to view the poor as worthy of compassion, compassion meaning kindness. Okay, so like I've done before, I'm going to highlight the word didactic, and that meant to teach. So Dickens was trying to teach his peers to view the poor as worthy of compassion, as worthy of kindness. And then we're going to look at where these views came from, and obviously Dickens experienced a very difficult life in his childhood through to adulthood. And so that's going to be the next part of my introduction. Okay, so we've looked at this allegorical nature of the novel. So his subliminal meaning of the text was based on his own experiences, which added power to his argument, as Dickens and many other Victorians held the view that mankind was becoming corrupt. So now we're going to look at the concept of Dante's Inferno, and this was the view that sinners would go to hell. And obviously Scrooge's sin is that he has committed the sin of avarice, committed the sin of greed. Just going to correct that. Okay, so this alludes to Dante's Inferno. Again, highlight this golden vocabulary. Sinners going to hell. Scrooge's sin is avarice, greed. So Dante's Inferno, as we see a pre- and post-lapsarian Scrooge. And we see him redeemed. So pre and post lapsarian, pre meaning before, post meaning after, and lapsarianism refers to the Garden of Eden, where original sin was created. So it alludes back to the idea of sinning, and Scrooge's sins are redeemed. And then this is addressed through the use of the ghosts, and that's what I'm going to finish my introduction with. So I'm just going to make a note of this is to do with the fall of mankind in the Garden of Eden. The idea of original sin. And as I said before, he's redeemed through his experiences of the ghosts. And they're really, really concentrated, and we'll call them the conceited metaphor of the spirits. Okay, so I'll take this golden vocabulary of conceited, meaning strong and powerful. And focused. And that is an introduction which contains a range of golden vocabulary. So to go over that one more time: allegorical, social critique, didactic, Dante's Inferno, pre- and post-lapsarianism, and this conceited metaphor.